Good morning, everybody. I want to welcome all of my Facebook and LinkedIn friends that are watching this live broadcast, as well as my subscribers to my YouTube channel. Additionally, I want to welcome all of my students and their guests that are here this morning. Now, I want to start off by telling you that prospecting on LinkedIn has just been redefined. And I'm going to lay it all out for you tonight at 9 o'clock. LinkedIn has instituted some huge searching restrictions. Additionally, there are vast new contacting rules on who you can contact, how you can contact people. And finally, there are profile verification issues that can actually jeopardize your LinkedIn accounts. So again, I'm going to put in the chat first the link for you to register. Additionally, let me, one of the things that is responsible for all of the changes, not changes, but the solutions to the changes that are taking place on Facebook, LinkedIn, is because of the work we do with folks in boot camps and the work we do with folks in my coaching program. Now, specifically, LinkedIn has rolled out major restrictions on all free accounts. So you used to be able to do 200 profile searches every month and send connection requests to prospects. You were limited to 300. Now, all free account users can only send 10 connection requests a month, and the connection request message has been reduced to 200 characters rather than the 300 character message. All right. But the good news is that we have a workaround. Say the link's not working. Let me check. Well, let me check because it's working for me. So everybody else is telling me it's worked for them. I'll send it again. And these links typically work best on Google Chrome. All right, now, Ray, I do have you on my schedule today at 2:30, yes. All right, now, let me also pop over here, go to my LinkedIn account. Now, Daryl is one of my coaching students, and I'm going to take his link here. If you haven't sent him a connection request yet on LinkedIn, I'm going to put it in the chat. Send him a connection request because we're doing some new things, and the people that are connected to Daryl are going to see them as we're doing them. So don't try to sell him anything because it's not going to, he doesn't need that. But you're definitely going to want to be connected so that you can see some of the things that he's doing that are going to work amazingly well for all of you. So if you haven't sent him a connection request, something you definitely want to do. All right, now, let me look in the chat. Jack, I can, let me unmute you really quick.
Yes, sir.
Hey, good morning, Shaq. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning. Just working it out, Doc. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'd be available to talk to you at 1 o'clock East Coast time. Does that work for you?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
Uh-huh. You want me to come through the link?
No, I'll give you a call and,
Okay.
and then I'll send you a link so that we can we could be looking you can be looking at my screen. All right, so that'll be at 1 today, East Coast time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Now now I just got a note from Dennis that today is National Snack Day. And so communicating with people around official holidays, unofficial holidays are going to turn out to be a very, very effective way for you to follow up with prospects. And Earl, uh, we got a message from you over the weekend that you were interested in information on my coaching program, and someone tried to reach out to you. Let me unmute you for just a second. Now, I only work with 25 people a month in my coaching program. And as we finish with folks, we add folks, but I have a strict limit of 25 people. I'm married. Okay. All right. So anyway, Earl, someone will try to reach out to you again today. Now, let's talk about what is happening. And Cheryl, last night's session was recorded. You can find it on my YouTube channel. We're going to talk a little bit about some of this information during our daily sessions. Tonight's session, 9 o'clock, is probably going to be more relevant to you because you're just getting started, but you're definitely going to want to connect with Daryl. Daryl's in Canada, and there are some things that he's doing that, since you're in Canada too, you're definitely going to want to do. Good. All right, so let's come back. I'm going to come over here to my network. Now notice, celebrations was gone, but now it's back. So from time to time, if it's not here, we gave all of you links. Get it? All right. Now, LinkedIn is continuously changing. It's almost like LinkedIn has members of their staff tuning into my sessions because it doesn't take too long following things that we've discovered in training on, that LinkedIn makes changes and adapts. So I'm flattered and excited about it. But you see, the LinkedIn study, LinkedIn, Facebook, all of the social networks do the same thing. They want you to spend as much time as possible logged into their network, right? Facebook wants you on Facebook. LinkedIn wants you on LinkedIn. Instagram wants you logged into Instagram. And so when things happen, when things change, when there are new applications that become popular, they're always studying what everybody's doing. And when they find that a lot of their people, a lot of their members are doing certain things, they adopt them. A case in point, years ago, you had Facebook, you had LinkedIn, and along comes Twitter, which gave everybody the opportunity to private message people that were on their list, a message that contained up to, I think it was 600 characters. Send a direct message. Facebook saw it, saw what they did, and added a very similar feature. Let me So on Facebook, right here, this is a feature that enables you to communicate with everyone. Providing the same service that Twitter provided. Initially, when Facebook added it, they used the term subscribe, so people could subscribe to what you did. Now, additionally, LinkedIn did the same thing, but notice over here, show it's the real you by subscribing to Meta Verify. Both social networks are being inundated with so many bogus profiles with dishonorable intentions that Facebook is now giving everybody an opportunity to verify your account. Personally, I don't see the value, and they want to charge you. Last time I looked, it was $11 a month to verify it. Elon Musk, after he took over Twitter, now called X, did the same thing. Tried it and then dropped it, although you can verify. But you shouldn't have to pay to verify your account. LinkedIn has a verification program. So people can see that you're a real person. The challenge that you have with LinkedIn's verification process is that it doesn't work all the time. So I wouldn't be in a hurry to verify your account. You don't have to verify your account to continue to talk to people, to continue to make connections. You don't have to verify. Now, the searching features, for those of you that are, let me open up a separate page. Now, for those of you that are on LinkedIn, last night we talked about searching for people. And you're going to use this box up here to do that. When we search, we're all going to be fishing in the same pool. So I'm going to demonstrate the process. Now, whoops. There are fast-growing groups of professionals on LinkedIn who are anxious to talk to you because they need what you're promoting right now. Right now. These are going to be and Darryl writes, so why do they lock me out if I try to spend time on their platform? Let me unmute Darryl for a minute.
Hi, Max.
Yeah, good morning. You know, that's
You had said they want us to spend time on their platform, but when I do, they lock me out and I can never get back in.
right. What you're experiencing is what a lot of people are experiencing because LinkedIn as a social network is adding 10 million profiles every month. Every month. That means if we divide 10 million by 30 days, every day, they are adding well over 300,000 profiles. And a large percentage of them are bogus. So they set up systems to let people verify that they're real. Unfortunately, and they have built-in algorithms that tag people that have profiles that they believe to be bogus. One of the issues that we discovered, meaning you and I discovered, is that when they send you notices to verify that you're a real person, they have a limited window of time for you to respond. And if you don't respond, that adds, let's call it a demerit to your profile's back office. And after you've done it 3 or 4 times, and they've got all of these attempts to prove who you are. See, IT people, computer people, are creating these robots that can go into LinkedIn and they could send out 100 connection requests in 15 minutes. And these robots don't, I mean, you know, I want to send a connection request to everybody in Chicago that has this, and this. But the robots are not capable of identifying who is active, who isn't. They're just throwing this stuff out there. There are people, there are leaders in network marketing that are teaching abominable stuff. One leader tells his people, as soon as you get your LinkedIn account, send out 100 messages a day. Now, we know what happens when you do that. So you might be on for a week, and then you get flagged, and you lose your account. And then they're being told to set up another one, which is ridiculous. So it's important that when you, whether it's verifying your profile, whether it's changing your email address, there's a limit to the number of times you can do that without responding in a timely manner, and then you get flagged. So there's no, and so what's happening is now we go and we try to report the issue. Now, in your case, we have an issue. You're trying to prove who you are. You're sending them a photocopy of your driver's license, and they don't accept it. And then rather giving you an alternative, they lock you out. And if you don't respond to them in a timely manner, remember, there's over 330,000 new profiles coming on every day. So you end up dealing with an automated robot most of the time. You have to basically work your way up. Now, the good news is that at the beginning of last month, I had 17 people that had the same issue you did. And working with them through the process. And we have I've had Stephanie Brilliant and my staff, who's a technical person. And so she's gone in and she's worked with people and she's gotten them squared away, whether it's getting back into account, coming up with old information. But again, it's numbers, and that's why, you know, we've relaunched your account, and that's another reason why I want everybody that's here to send you a connection request for two reasons. Number one, a lot of the things that you and I are going to be doing are going to be brand new. Now, we're going to be sharing these things in boot camp, but if you're connected to Daryl, you're going to see them, and some of these things you're going to be able to apply. All right. But that's, you know, that's what it is. You know, over the years, LinkedIn had a problem with people adding a picture. You know, you keep trying to upload a picture and it's not taken. And if you have a problem with any of LinkedIn's features, try it once or twice, shut everything down, reboot your computer, try it again. And if it's not working today, just like last week, I didn't see celebrations. I knew how to get to it, so it didn't matter. And this morning I came back here, celebrations is back. So everything is changing. And now we have all these people that are anxious to talk to somebody real because they need what you're marketing and selling. Now, not everybody needs what Daryl is marketing. Not everybody needs what Earl is marketing, or Shaq, or Amy, or Debbie, or any of the folks that are here. They're all looking for something. And so you have the ability to go in and filter down to the people specifically that you know clearly need what you have. And now it comes down to really qualifying them to identify, are they really the type of professional that you'd want to talk to? Example, not every recruiter is going to be a good candidate for a network marketing business. Some recruiters would be, I mean, because recruiting is an important part of building a business. But there's a lot of negative information about network marketing on the internet. Depending upon how long a recruiter has been a recruiter, they may have been prospected by other network marketers because they are a natural target Okay, now Cheryl. Now, does registering in Recruiter mitigate the demerits? Not necessarily, no. No, what it does is it frees you up to search and communicate with people. Major economic forces are driving experienced professionals on LinkedIn and in many industries to search for new opportunities. You got over 140 million professionals that have the open to work frame on their profile. But that doesn't mean they are all prospects for your business. Many of them are turning to network marketing for their solution. And people with a negative opinion of network marketing can be turned around. So for whatever reason, people are looking for work. You have a clear, easy path to connecting with people. And of course, we got another large group who need what you want, who need what you have, and that is retirees. Millions of Americans are nearing retirement age. Half of baby boomers have no retirement savings. So in our upcoming boot camp, we're going to be sharing with everybody new scripts and tactics to reach out to these people. Now, on the 18th of February, LinkedIn had 7,090,000 retired members. Last week, so they had 7,360,000 members. If I come back over here, let me come back over here. Okay, now Warren last week was complaining that Celebrations was missing, and now he's back. All right, now, so if I come over here and I do a search for retired people, and then I click on people. So now they're giving me 7,230,000, where before I had a higher number. So what's the difference? Well, LinkedIn may have gone in and they may have purged some of these retired profiles. Maybe somebody said they retired. They haven't been back on LinkedIn in 10 years. So they may have pulled these things off. Everything is changing. Everything. And that's why we have boot camps every month. We're here to help you take advantage of these changes. So here, I've got retired people. We got 7,230,000. Now, we want to be able to filter these down, so we could filter it down by location. Let's just look in the United States. Now we could do the entire country, Canada. We could break it down by city.
Province.
Okay, so we're going to do the country. And let me tell you what. When you initially do your searches, you want to keep your searches as broad as possible. Why? Because if you narrow your search down too much, you're not going to see everything. All right? So that is very, very important. Because if we just did, for example, Daryl, if we just did a search for Ontario, Toronto, there might be people listed in another area that might be 100, 200 miles away that you never see. So it's better to keep it open. So in the United States and Canada, it's down to 4,340,000. Now, you go over and we search. At this point in time, we go to search. Now, you could have Sales Navigator, which will show you, among other things, who has recently posted. That saves you a lot of time. What we like about Recruiter, specifically Recruiter Lite, so again, we're retired people. Come down here. And if we click on custom filters, recently joined LinkedIn. So you can connect with people that are retired that in the last 90 days created a profile. So we got 24,000 here. And the last 2 weeks, created a profile. So here you have 4,000 people that are retired, that are brand new to LinkedIn. Now, number one, because you're using their advanced features, you have unlimited access to profiles, unlimited access to search. There's no limit. So you come over here. So here's somebody that a retired special education teacher. And you don't save these. All right. You bring up the profile. You bring up the profile. And then you come down here to public profile. And you open it on the regular LinkedIn. You do not communicate with people in Sales Navigator, Recruiter, Recruiter Line. Now, because we know that she's new, she's only got 50 connections. We know she's new. She's going to see what she does. And she reposted something a week ago, but we don't have to worry about this. The way you're going to communicate with her is not by sending her a message. All right? You have to send her a connection request. And this is where you click on the More button. So you come down here, you hit the connect button. And that's how you are going to use Sales Navigator, Recruiter Lite, or Recruiter. Each one of these has so she joined LinkedIn in December. And She's only been out here for 30 days, for 3 months. So what does this do for you? It makes the search and connection part faster and easier for all of you. Now, you don't want to send out more than 20 connection requests a day. You don't have to send out any more than that. You have to remember quality over quantity. Right. It's faster, it's easier, and it works. Now, the more you do it, the better you're going to get at picking out great prospects. You want to keep track. You can go back over to your network and you can see how many you sent. So Cheryl, I sent you a connection request, I guess it was 5 days ago. You still haven't accepted, but you can see who you sent connection requests to that haven't accepted you. And you could also count exactly what you do. What you do is you go to your network and it'll be right over here to the right under invitations. Now, let me back over here. Now, I'm going to put in the chat, if you haven't registered yet for boot camp, go to maxsteinhardt.com/bootcamp, use the promo code Best Deal. For those of you that are students, you can change your life in the next 90 days with focus, directed energy. Repetition is the key to network marketing mastery. Now, some of you have been through a number of my boot camps. And when you put them all together, your participation in the March, April, and May boot camps are going to enable you to establish a solid foundation that you're going to be able to continue for the rest of the year. So I'm putting the link in there. There's also a 2-payment option. She'll be in the March, April, May boot camp. The price for all three, it's $59 a boot camp. You get our master anthology of scripts. And every month, you're going to build on the things that you've learned, taking advantage of all the latest changes, rule changes, applications, and features. Now, you register, and I by the way, I extended this. When you register for the 90-day challenge, this is going to be up until Thursday. You'll be able to participate in my weekly coaching mastermind sessions. Now, these mastermind sessions have previously been reserved for just my coaching students. They're highly interactive, and they address core issues that are holding everybody back, like open problem-solving sessions, help everyone overcome confidence issues, discuss recruiting tactics and scripts with your prospects. You'll actually watch me log into people's accounts, chat with their prospects, demonstrate advanced searching techniques, resolve closing issues with your prospects, review your 90-day game plan goals. So you all got to have goals. And finally, help with setting and achieving reasonable goals. It's very important that you set reasonable goals because there's nothing more debilitating than to establish a goal and not attain it. Now, I'm going to be back at 4 o'clock with another Ask Max session. We'll be answering questions. Tonight at 9, this is going to be a major, major change. And you can always count on me to provide you with the most up-to-date information possible. Many cases, my students get tactics that they can take advantage of for 30, 60, or 90 days before they become common knowledge. So in addition to huge searching restrictions, they've changed the rules. And Dennis, what you can do is go ahead, and the easiest way to do it is to go register for the 90-day challenge, okay? And when you do that, they'll credit you back the other one. That's going to be the easiest way to do it. Okay. So again, let me reiterate. I sent you Daryl's link. You're definitely going to want to be connected to him. Watch his posts. Watch some of the things that he's doing. And you'll be able to apply those to your business building activity as well. So until next time, best of luck in building your business.